This episode of MMA Nuts is brought to you by Freshly. Chef-cooked healthy meals delivered to your door. Save $20 off the 6-meal plan for first-time users with code GWN639. Misfit smartwatches and fitness trackers. Smartwatches packed with powerfully smart features. Get 50% off one item with code MMA15. ButcherBox. Get grass-fed meats delivered to your house. Get $10 off with code MMA Nuts. J&P Cycles. The best aftermarket parts and accessories for your motorcycle. Save up to 30% off with code MMAN. Defense Soap, used by more champions in more countries than any other brand. Save 15% off with code MMA Nuts. Hey fans, this is MMA Nuts, episode 344!
344!
My name is Ingo Weigel.
Back with another show, by fans, for our fans, walk line between serious and ridiculous. What's going on? Woo!
What are you doing over there?
Justin Gaethje, Ingo!
Okay. He's excited.
My new favorite fighter!
He's pumped up.
I found the man!
He's going nuts. We just got done watching Michael Johnson versus Justin Gaethje, the replay. Matt's been talking about this for like days, and he's like, "You gotta watch this again." Like, okay, I didn't really have a choice. He's like, "We're watching it."
Yeah,
what was your take on this fight?
I love this kid. I don't know. He was fighting in the World Series of Fighting. I don't know what the guy's record is. He's like 18-0.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter, but this is the kind of style I love. Leg kick heavy. He's got like 2 or 3 wins via leg kick.
Yes.
He takes the Homer Simpson approach to fighting. I know I'm gonna get knocked out some point, but today's not that day. Today's not that day, Michael Johnson. He just keeps coming forward. And it's pressure, and there's 2 times during the fight where he's rocked, almost gets knocked out, comes back. Was he hitting him with uppercuts, knees? Just dropping bombs, just forward pressure the entire fight.
Oh yes, standing in the pocket like you said, just from the get-go. And Johnson kind of did exactly what he said he wasn't going to do, which was stand there and brawl with him.
Yeah, and this guy's got, his style is technical brawling. That's what it is. He's standing in the pocket.
Is that like military intelligence? Does it go together?
Sure.
Technical brawling.
It sure is, and it's fun to watch. It's exciting, and he's all like, "Who's next?" And he gave so much during the fight, he goes to do his patented backflip off the cage, fails at the first attempt, can't quite do it, tries to get up again, falls down again, pushes off some dude, like, "Hey, fuck you, I'm doing my backflip." Does his backflip. Respect this. So, after the fight, he said, "Hey, I'm not going to ask for the money fight. I'm going to be the money fight. You sound like a little bitch when you ask for the money fight."
Nice.
Okay. Dana White said he's considering doing Ferguson versus Gaethje.
That would be off the hook.
If Nurmagomedov doesn't fight.
Yeah.
And I thought, or, if you can't do that, I would say Nate Diaz is on my list. I like a little Nate Diaz Gaethje because, oh my God.
Okay.
Eddie Alvarez, but I think he's supposed to fight Poirier.
Conor McGregor! No.
Yes, Conor McGregor.
Yeah.
Conor McGregor.
Okay.
I know it's not going to happen right away, but why not? That one could lead up. Very excited. Very high on this guy. Because it's rare that you see a guy come in from an outside org, fight a top 10 opponent, and win.
Yes.
Like usually, I think both Eddie and Hector, when they both came in, Hector Lombard, Eddie Alvarez, both took losses.
Yes, they did.
Sustained a few losses.
Lombard looked horrible when he came over. Yeah.
Hey, who was it? Tim Boach, I think, his first fight?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
He did not look good. I don't, I am pretty impressed. Although I'll say, you cannot walk around and do the Chris Lieben thing for very long. It's just not gonna. It's not gonna bode well for you.
No, but it's gotta be goddamn fun to watch.
Yeah.
This is what I want in a fighter, and I expect from a fighter. Reminiscent of a Chris Lido, but with a little more skill, maybe. We'll see.
Okay.
We'll see how that works out. The other question was, I know Gaethje. I think he won fight of the night, performance of the night, made like $100,000 in bonuses. Reebok money comes into play. It's a whopping $2,500 for being the main event.
Made his cash.
What should a main event fighter be making?
Minimum 10 grand. Minimum 10 grand.
Well, I'm gonna say the champions make $40,000, and title challengers make $30,000, and then it goes down from there. I think it's
15,000. I say.
That's it.
Minimum.
I'm gonna say 50,000, Ingo.
50,000.
If you're in the main event, you're the reason people are watching.
Yeah. Man,
you gotta get paid, man.
50 grand's a lot of money. I'd say 15.
You're such a cheap bastard. I was gonna call you a Jew, but that might be racist. I don't know.
I do have the Jew nose.
It's all right. We love the Jewish people.
Yes, we do. Shalom, my brothers.
That's right. I don't know any other Jewish things, so.
I was gonna say
Moving right
Assalamu alaikum salam. That's Muslim. That's not
Yes.
Jewish. That's not.
It's all good.
It is not Jewish. Shall we talk about UFC 213, please? And thank you.
Yes, please.
Okay. So.
Oh, well, the last thing. Sorry, forgot to mention Jesse Taylor winning the season of the Ultimate Fighter. I think it was the welterweights. Wins and gets a check for $290,000.
This is the guy.
Footballs,
I was telling you.
man.
I remember while we were walking over here that he was the guy who got kicked off during the finale fight because he got drunk and did something stupid.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Oh yeah, and then he had a fight in the UFC after that, but then he lost that fight. So he had like 20-some fights in between that time and now. This happened in 2008.
Wow.
So 10 years later, he comes back to the UFC and finishes, in dramatic fashion, a story that was all messed up. And apparently he did all this to kind of like show his kids that, hey, like life can suck, but life can also be great if you just keep working at it. So good for him. Congratulations.
Yeah, making it happen.
Hell yeah.
He had Matt Brown and Dan Henderson in his corner.
Exactly.
Like, nice.
It's good stuff.
Making it happen.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Now
UFC
can I talk about the
213.
UFC training?
Yes. Where do you want to start?
Let me start by saying this. We watched the UFC on Xbox before.
Yes.
And it was shit, like maybe a year ago. I think it's because it was 720p, perhaps.
Yeah, it was not right.
No, it was messed up. So anytime it was fast action, it was all blurry. Last night, because I don't have TV, I have just cable now, internet. I streamed it on Xbox, and I was impressed. It looked really solid, sharp, very clear picture. The only thing I can't figure out how to do, and maybe you know, is aren't you supposed to be able to listen to like the different corners somehow? Or?
I think that's only on UFC.com.
That's bullshit.
Not on the Xbox.
It doesn't let you do shit like this.
Features are super limited.
Very. It's like basically watch or don't watch.
Yeah.
What do you want?
Pause or play.
Yeah,
what do you want?
Which sucks.
But you said you can watch it after the event, right?
Up to 24 hours, you can replay as many times as you want.
Okay.
So
that's what I need.
Technically, I wonder if right now you can replay. Maybe. But yeah. So, do you want to talk about anything on the prelims, like before?
Well, I want to talk about Joe Rogan and Dana White are, they're doing the hype before, and you got to look at, they're looking virtually identical now.
Oh, wow.
I can't tell one from the other when they're doing their thing. Like, they are becoming one and the same.
It's weird. It is weird. You know, it's strange. I think it's one of those deals where like you hang out so much that you start looking like the other person.
Probably.
Yes.
Very
it has
weird.
been like 20 years.
It's true.
Joe was a little shorter though. But Dana actually didn't realize now that this. I never noticed this, but Dana must be short too. He's got to be like 5'8", 5'9". You shook his hand before. Was he?
He was comparable in height. He's got to be at least 6 foot. He was a big dude. I just remember he had very little hands. Like they fit like a little child in my hand. I don't have very big hands. I'm no fucking Brock Lesnar.
No.
But
tiny little hands.
yes.
You ever? I always notice like when I shake people's hands, make sure it's firm. But every once in a while, you run into somebody where you're like, holy fuck balls, that is a strong handshake. Where you feel like the man can just crush your hand.
Yeah, but it depends who the person is, because some people will over squeeze a handshake, but then some people have fucking meaty hands because they work, like they do manual labor.
Construction
and
guys.
like their fingers have muscles.
Oh yes.
You're
the
like,
tips.
holy shit, that's like there's meat here.
Oh yes.
You know?
It's crazy. But yeah, it's weird how much alike they look. But let's talk about the card a little bit.
Sure. Okay. Where do you want? Let's start the main event that didn't happen, and then like work our way back, and we'll hit some of the previews.
Okay. So you're talking about the Nunes fight?
Yeah. So what happened there? We have Nunes versus Shevchenko. Comes to fight day. Nunes has to pull out. She's sick.
Apparently,
weight cut.
Couldn't make it. Was busy.
Dana White says she was medically cleared.
Washing her hair. Sand in the vagina. I mean, did I say that?
I heard that she had a stuffy nose and couldn't fight, Ingo.
I can't breathe. Can't fight if you can't breathe, Matt. Come on. Seriously. Yeah? Well.
I don't know what she's got going on, but I don't
Mental
care
issues?
how sick you are. If it's the day of the fight, you got to fight.
Yeah.
People have paid their money. Not that like this is that big of a deal to me to not see this fight. I'm just thinking about the fans. You've paid your
You're
whatever
always thinking
money.
about the fans, man.
You've paid whatever your money is to see
Yes.
the Bullet or Nunes, whoever you want, the Lioness.
The Lioness.
You got to fight, stuff he knows or not. That doesn't seem like the biggest of deals to me. So your equilibrium's a little off.
Right.
You'll be all right.
Maybe. Maybe she was mentally already losing.
I don't know.
It was.
I got a problem with that.
Yeah, I hear you. And Dana White does too. Did not like it.
No, he said no more main events for her.
Yeah.
We'll see how long that lasts, John Jones.
Right.
Let's talk about the main event then.
Please.
The other main event. Yoel Romero, Robert Whittaker. What happened?
Oh, you want to talk about that one first?
Yeah.
Okay.
Main event.
All right. I was thoroughly impressed with Robert Whittaker. I would say the journeyman still becomes the sort of champion. Is it interim champion? Right? I mean, I felt like he took the best of Yoel and he delivered, and he put a lot of I don't know, he put a beating on Yoel at times, and just, he looked good. And he said something was fucked up with his leg, like something about in the first round, but he had an issue in training camp, it came left leg. He looked kind of weird. And it's funny, I noticed Joe Rogan is so much, I don't know, he makes fun of the, like, fluid dynamic guy, like, who was that kid that had, not McGregor, the other guy. Your boy, Mr. Natural Born Killer, had that one guy.
Carlos Condit.
That's it. Kind of like making fun of his movement guy, but Joe is very much a movement guy. Like he could totally, right away, and I didn't even notice it, and he pointed out, I was like, yeah, he is moving kind of funny, Whittaker was, you know, kind of on that leg. So, but where am I going with this? I'm just saying, I'm impressed. I still say he's a journeyman, and I think Joe Rogan said, I was waiting for that word to come out. I'm like, please say journeyman.
They're never going to say that.
He said journey. What a journey he's been on.
Yeah.
But good for him. Just good for him. That's all I got to say. I don't know. That's like.
Well, this fight is tough. I don't know what it is about Whittaker, but I'm not behind him. I'm just not buying into this, and it's crazy because you know he just beat Jacare.
Yes.
Well, before this fight, beats Romero.
Yep.
I think he's like 8 or 9-0 now, or he's won his last 9 fights, something like that. Gonna fight Bisping next.
Yeah, Bisping all class, obviously.
I don't know what the fuck comes in, something,
I don't know.
motherfucker, something, here's my belt.
I'm drunk.
Something, why'd you fuck my wife while you're at it? I don't know what this guy's talking about, but, like, really? And then before the fight, did you see he's sitting there, and he's in by the corner where Romero's looking at him.
Yes.
He's got a little Cuban flag. He rips the Cuban flag in half and throws it at Romero.
Oh, yes.
Like, what are you doing? So Ariel Helwani in a post-fight press conference asked Yoel, like, so how do you feel about Michael Bisping ripping up the Cuban flag? And after a little back and forth, he just gets to this point. It's like, oh no, you have angered the soldier of God. He is coming for you.
You can't even say words.
No, he just got out a grunt because he recognizes he's the soldier of God. The man just disrespected my entire country.
Yes.
This man's willing to die for his country.
Uh-huh.
I fear for Michael Bisping if it's a 3-round fight.
Do you?
Yoel Romero, 5-round fight. Not so good.
Yeah.
So, next for Whittaker, I'm still not buying into this. I don't know what it is.
You're not. He's too much of a journeyman for you.
I can't put my finger on why I'm not behind the guy. Maybe just because he's a hard worker. I think I have a problem with like the Michael Bisping, the Frankie Edgar, and I think this guy fits into that mold of a hard worker, good cardio, good takedown defense.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know. It's not my style of fight.
You want crazy. You need fringe guys.
Yeah.
Like
and he
super
finishes. I think he's got like a 73% finish.
He's got a lot of power, man. It's a lot of power.
I'm just not sold yet.
Okay.
I don't know what it's going to take. He's beating all the top people, but
We'll see.
anyway. So he's going to fight Bisping next, and then Romero, I think you got to do Luke Rockhold. They're
Really?
both coming off of losses.
That would be exciting.
Yeah. As long as it's not 5 rounds.
Dynamic strikers.
Yep. Explosive. And here's another one. If I would have told you before Rockhold and Bisping fought that within like a little over a year, the title fight will be Michael Bisping versus Robert Whittaker, what would you have said at that point?
No way. No chance. I mean, Whitaker is kind of like an unknown, and as far as a superstar, he definitely is not yet a superstar.
Right.
Michael Bisping is that fringe guy who's been around that people know about, but he's definitely not a superstar. So what's up with this division? I don't know, but sure. I mean,
so obscene. This is like the craziest turn of events
Uh-huh.
to get two people that, in my book, are never gonna own the title. Never.
no.
I would never pick either of these guys. And I think maybe that's the issue I have too, is that I'm not seeing it, and I'm not behind it.
Yeah.
And now they're both there. Very weird.
Well, I think Whitaker has a good chance.
In that fight, sure.
Yes.
I think Bisping is already done.
How about call him Ms. Bing?
Yeah.
Miss Bing?
One and done, I think, for that guy.
Maybe.
If he ever makes that fight.
Yeah.
Alistair Overeem, Fabricio Verdum.
Verdum was robbed! Bullshit! I call on that. How the hell does Overeem win that fight? Come on.
That's a draw at best.
It's
in my
a...
book.
Well, there was one draw and then a 29-28, 29-28. But still, majority... Is it a majority decision? Yeah.
Yeah.
So, bullshit. I don't know. I don't think Overeem did much. And I'll say, Verdum looking slightly not himself, like a little pudgy.
Yeah.
You know, Overeem, you had mentioned, had a gut thing going on, but
No abs.
he looked yoked.
He was 253, and I forgot what he weighed in at the previous fight, but I want to say it was lighter than that.
Oh, yeah.
He
I
looked
think
a
it was
little
240 something.
thicker than normal.
Getting big again, huge.
Yeah. But it's, you know, I don't ever want to see fucking Overeem fight again. I'm just gonna say, because this is not what I invest my time and money into with a fighter. I like the Overeem of old, where it was one round, I'm gonna fucking maul you, destroy you, knock you out, or I'm gonna get knocked out in the process. I want all or nothing, not this calculated. And I think he said it himself. I'm just point fighting. He's just trying to game the system, and I don't know if that's too a Greg Jackson, Mike Wigglejohn thing. They get in his head and say, "Oh, listen, Overeem, you're older. Let's fight smarter. Let's just get the win."
He is pretty. You don't want to mess up his face.
But who wants to watch this shit?
Not me.
You're not engaging. He's carrying his hands down here. Come on, come on. And then he's not even doing anything. And they posted, I don't know if I put this picture in, this crazy stat of the night where it shows each guy significant head strikes. Verdum 13, Overeem 14. Significant body strikes. Verdum 14, Overeem 4. One knockdown for Verdum,
Is that the
one
whole
takedown.
fight?
For the whole fight.
27 and 28.
Yeah, significant. This is not total, so, but still.
But still.
Like the volume, I was just saying that Gaethje, like halfway through the first round, I think the strike output from that fight totaled or surpassed the total strikes for this fight.
Yeah.
Like, you got to do more. I don't give a fuck. And then Overeem's strategy backfired in the third round. He's tired. He was standing flat-footed in front of him because he was just trying to use movement the whole time at counter, and it didn't work out.
No, it didn't. Which is why I thought he lost that fight. I don't see how you could score over the third round. Definitely.
Third round is a 10-8 because he almost finished him. It's a 10-8 for Verdum, and it just depends how do you score 1 and 2.
Yeah.
I mean, that's where I feel a draw. When it's that close, like the first two, you can't tell who won. And then you have a fucking third round that looks like a pretty good 10-8 to me. Looked like a good fight to be a draw. And afterwards, Dana White said, you know what? Based on that performance, I do not see a title shot coming for Overeem.
No.
And I think that's warranted. The problem is, what the hell do you do with this division? I was kind of looking at it overall right now. And so you have Stipe sitting out there without a fight. Now you have Verdum, who's, I'm going to go in order. Verdum's number 1, just lost to Overeem. You have Cain Velasquez as number 2. He's not coming back till October. Then you have Overeem at 3, who just beat Verdum. 4 is Dos Santos, who's fighting Ngannou. 5 is Ngannou. 6 is Hunt, who just beat Lewis. 7 is Lewis. 8 is Alexander Volkov. He's fighting Struve. 9 is Travis Brown, who's 4 losses in a row. And then 10 is Stefan Struve.
I questioned Travis Brown being on the list, but okay. Stefan Struve, when was the last time that guy fought?
When's the last time he used his reach?
Never.
Yeah. So, you know, we talk about the heavyweight title. I think the only fight you can make is if you got to hope Cain comes back right now. And then you do Cain versus Stipe. But what the hell do you do with, like, Verdum? And what the hell do you do with Overeem right now?
Let him rematch.
I don't ever want to see that fight again. We see it 3 times and it gets worse and worse.
I don't know what to do with any of these guys. And then prior to that, you had the Curtis Blades fight. I feel like this card, heavyweights lately have been sucking it like big time.
I want to talk about that one specific. So let's get fights for these guys. Maybe
I brought that up because I don't know. I feel like Curtis Blades could fight like an Overeem at this point. I'm good with that. Give him Overeem. See what happens. Mix it up. I think he should be in the top 10. Travis Brown does not belong. 4 freaking losses does not belong in the top 10 in the heavyweight division. I'm sorry. I used to like the guy, but 4 losses, man.
Well, I think he's got that Ronda Rousey stink on him.
Yeah,
and
literally.
Well, I think it's just that negative attitude, and you're gonna. I don't know how if you fight to the level of the people you hang out with, but
probably
you're hanging out with a loser. I don't know. I don't think that's good for you. You know? Just saying. But I think for Doom, I'd give him Derek Lewis.
Okay.
I think they're both coming off a loss. I don't know how that's going to work out. And for Overeem, give him winner of Struve, Volkov, or whatever. I know he just fought Struve a couple of years ago, but like this heavyweight division is unless you go really low. That's the problem. I think what I'm trying to do is keep Overeem fighting someone in the top 10. But as I just read off that list, like, ugh.
Yeah.
I mean, fuck. Do you want to talk about Curtis Nipple Blades versus Daniel Omielanchuk?
Yeah.
Oh, just fucking kill me. Randy Couture reincarnated, went for what, fucking 14 takedowns, couldn't get one. I don't have any other game plan. I'm just gonna keep going for takedowns and go.
Well, in his defense, he's that guy who was super explosive in the past, throwing guys around like crazy. Could not do that to this guy, and it was kind of like, okay, we don't have a plan B, so just keep doing plan A.
Oh, just fucking kill me.
Keep going with it. And eventually, it's gonna work.
This is why you have to electrify the cage. Like, fuck, you guys are gonna do the same shit, then we're gonna start shocking the fuck out of you. Please do so. Poke them with sticks. Yeah. Give the fans sticks.
Put an alligator in there.
Seriously.
Throw it in there. I was not impressed. Blade said that, I would say not the most intelligent interviewee.
Why? I didn't see that.
I don't know. Every time I hear him talk, I'm like, I don't know what's going on in that man's head. He doesn't make a lot of sense to me. I'm not sure what he's talking about, but he's one of those guys who seems like a freak athlete, and maybe the IQ level is not as high as it should be in certain areas. So perhaps that translates into fight IQ.
I'm just gonna keep going for that takedown.
That's what I'm thinking.
I'm all about the takedown.
Yes.
I'm not getting it.
He's been able to do it. Throw people around like crazy, but
safer.
Yeah. I mean, he won that fight, but it wasn't very impressive. And then we had these 2 heavyweight fights, which are typically kind of like the change of pace where like, yeah, something crazy is gonna happen, and nothing happened.
I think that's USADA killing the heavyweight division.
Yes.
One fight I think maybe we need to go 2 shorter rounds for the heavyweight division.
2 minutes?
Something. I was going to give him 3.
Okay.
Like, if we go to 3 minutes, like, why does everything have to be the same? Because I don't think the UFC is a one-size-fits-all. Like, we talk about the flyweights. You should be in a 6x6 fucking dog cage.
6x6.
Like, this is how we make shit exciting. Heavyweights, we have to have special rules. Fucking 3-minute rounds.
Oh, 3 minutes.
At least look at every one of these fights when it's going long now. Yeah. They cannot care. It's fucking 5 minutes is a long time to fight, okay? Yes, 3 5-minute rounds, that's a fucking long time to fight.
It's insane.
Give the men a little more time to recover. That's all I'm saying.
1 minute rounds.
It's a tough man contest. I'm okay with this. 5 1-minute rounds then. It's fucking all or nothing then.
That's crazy.
I like this. See, we're smart. That's why we should be running shit.
That's right.
Bellator, hook us up, man. We'll fucking run.
Exactly. Every division will have different rules.
What is this dog cage doing? Just trust me, we're going to need this for the flyweights.
No, literally.
Hear me now,
they come out of a cage that's like a dog size, and they have to come out of there.
That's fine. Do they come to the ring with the leash?
Yes.
You leash these fuckers. Like they're barking. You fucking go crazy.
That'd be
awesome. Like this. They throw a piece of raw meat in there and get them all fucking fired up.
Absolutely.
There's humping it. Get it, motherfucker, get it.
That's just weird. You're taking it too far now.
No, all or nothing.
Who's humping their food before they eat it?
No, I'm humping whatever gets in my way. The food, the cage, the fan, whatever. The cameraman.
Okay.
We're here and right there. Jim Miller versus Anthony Pellet.
Pellet.
Woohoo! Pettis! They're on point.
Yes.
What did you think about this one?
Well, I mean, definitely Pettis won that one. I felt like finally, I don't know what it was that his confidence looks back. Pettis, that is.
Yeah, and it looked like round by round, it like grew and grew.
Yes.
Kind of like the Grinch's heart. It grew tenfold.
Was he green? I don't know.
Yeah, the little tiny charcoal black heart.
But I'm impressed by Anthony Pettis against a guy who's pretty tough, Jim Miller. Obviously, it's difficult to finish him. But, I mean, he mixed it up, trying all kinds of different shit, throwing the capoeira, like, weird.
Yeah, and then Jim Miller tries to go for a roll to get a knee bar.
Yeah, that was pretty crazy. But I like this Anthony Pettis. This is the guy I remember from way back in, like, 4 or 5 years ago.
When he had the title, they beat Benson Henderson.
Yes.
He's doing the fucking Showtime kick in the WEC.
Yes. So
And
what happened? I don't know.
USADA.
Is it USADA?
Yeah, but maybe this is enough time off and fighting in the right weight division. I don't think featherweight, because he went to featherweight to chase the title. Move back up.
Yeah. I just, one thing that bothers me, I wish Jim Miller would be doing better in his career, but he just seems like he's on a slide. And
Did you call him a journeyman? I think that's the definition.
Losing?
A journeyman. No, just a journeyman.
Okay. What kind of journey is he on?
Not a good one. I think he should just be brewing beer at this point.
Okay.
He's tough. I mean, gatekeeper.
Does have the beards.
I mean, he's tough as fuck. Do you typically get a boring Jim Miller fight?
No, definitely not. But I hate to see him take this much punishment, and he just seems like he keeps running up against guys who are just slightly better than him, on that night.
Yeah, and it used to be like grappling was his shit, and now we just kind of don't really do that. We just stand and bang.
Yep.
So we'll see. Next for Pettis, I would like to see him fight Dustin Poirier, but I know they're gonna do that Alvarez fight next for him. So you could give him a little Al Iaquinta.
Oh, jeez. That man is bitter.
You need to give him someone in the top 10, and Al Iaquinta is on a hell of a tear right now.
Yeah.
So I would do that.
Okay.
And then prelims, let's just talk about that Travis Brown. We said 4 losses in a row. I did not see Travis Brown show up for that fight. He gave up. He just quit. He outright quit during that fight. When that rear naked choke went in, there was no hand fighting. It was just fucking take it. I'm done. Fucking done. And it's sad to see. I don't like seeing people go down this path. And here's a guy,
I'm back.
Right? When we saw him, like, God damn, this guy's got the potential. He could be next heavyweight champion of the world.
I don't know what happened to him.
He left Greg Jackson. Remember? And that was like the start of the downfall. And then Edmund just fucking
chasing that pootie tang,
and
man.
Ronda.
Chasing that pootie tang.
It just twisted the
Messed
man.
up his head.
And he had a lot of fights where he injured himself. I forgot. Was it the Bigfoot fight where he blowed out, dancing around, he blew out a hammer? You're like, oh no, what are you doing? And then he broke his hand. And another one, what fucking fight was that? Where he injured his hand, he called a timeout. Like, oh, I gotta pop my thumb back in. Fucking bullshit.
Was it the Overeem fight?
I don't remember.
I know what you're talking about.
Verdum. I think maybe it was a Verdum fight.
Verdum. Sounds right.
And Verdum push kicks Edmund at the end of the fight.
Yep. Get the fuck off me.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
It's disappointing.
Yeah, but.
And Dana White said, I think Travis Brown should just retire.
He probably should.
Fuck. That's not a bad idea. I mean, he's in that Arlovsky range where you've lost 5 in a row, Arlovsky. Travis Brown's lost 4 in a row. But I think they're so thin at heavyweight, they're going to keep him around.
They have no choice. You read the top 10 a minute ago.
And it's just sad. Like, there's no, like, you want that, you need that up and coming Curtis Blades.
Yeah.
But we need excitement.
You ain't going to get it right now. It's not going to happen.
Shorter rounds. Telling you, shorter rounds is what we're doing.
2-minute rounds.
All right. So you got anything else for those?
No. I want to get into some news.
I just want to mention Todd Grisham is the worst fucking announcer ever.
Yeah.
What did he say? He's trying to pronounce Sakuraba's name. He's like, Tsukurubu. And then I think Brian Stanton whispers over, it's Sakuraba?
Yeah. Which, by the way, Brian Stan Joe Rogan, don't like the combination. I'm sorry. It's brutally harsh for me to listen to. My ears can't take it. So I wish they would stop monkeying around with this nonsense and just stick to something.
Well, Brian Stan has zero enthusiasm.
He's very
I'm
analytical.
gonna call the fight like this the entire time. He's watching the Justin Gaethje Michael Johnson fight. He has no emotion. This is like one of the fights of the year.
Yeah.
Wow, Gaethje's really taking a lot of shots. Look at him come back. Wow, he's beating ass. You know, on Sundays, this guy likes to go to school and church. He's a church man. Like, thank you, Brian Stan, for the non-commentary commentary. News! Yeah.
Well, apparently speaking of heavyweights, Frank Mir granted release by the UFC. Free to go off into greener pastures and do his thing. What do you think?
I like it. He said he wants to fight Fedor.
Of course. Who wouldn't want to fight?
That's
a Fedor!
That's a tough fight.
Yes.
I don't know if
Is it?
I don't.
You
I don't
wouldn't
think I think I picked Fedor in that one.
What? He's been on a losing streak.
But is Frank Mir gonna knock him the fuck out? Is
No.
Frank Mir gonna take him to the ground? No. Frank Mir is gonna stand and bang. He's gonna end up on a losing end of that one. But
Okay.
I thought he was gonna try some grappling. I thought he was gonna get back into grappling.
Probably.
So I think that would be a good idea. Going to whatever. There's so many of these submission fucking.
The Eddie
tournaments.
Bravo.
Eddie Bravo.
Invitational.
Whatever. Chael Sonnen.
Yeah.
Submission grappling bullshit.
So cold.
It's so hot in here.
My
What are you
nipples
talking
are hard
about?
as rocks. Like, oh my
Maybe
god.
I'll just call you Curtis Blades
There
then,
you go.
man.
Hard nipples and everything.
Rashad Evans.
That's right. Oh yeah. Speaking of other heavyweights, did you see this Gabby Garcia freak show?
Yeah, I heard she fought a midget or something over the
Apparently,
weekend.
and then it's gonna be loud. And she
Yeah, mute it.
knocked her down, and then did a little soccer kick action.
But she's like 2'9". How are you not gonna soccer kick the chick?
I don't know, but here it comes.
And how long has Gabby been striking? She has some of the worst striking ever.
She is wearing the pink shorts, Matt.
And again, here's someone expert on the ground,
Right?
high level BJJ black belt, right? Let's strike. Let's stand and bang.
My question is, how does this fight get sanctioned? She's obviously like
Japan.
12 weight classes above this other chick. I mean, it's ridiculous.
She's like the Bob Sapp of freak show fights right now, and I love it.
Yeah.
They
This
just
girl
want to
is
see her beat up Asian women for some reason.
sweet. Who doesn't
Like
want to be?
grandmas.
I mean, what, did I just say that?
I don't know what this guy's talking about.
Anyways, so yeah, that girl's whatever she is scares the shit out of me.
And why is that DQ? Why can't we have soccer kicks in any other organization?
I don't know. Was somebody
she
somebody shout like "Man down"?
She may literally kick her head off. You see those gifs of Fedor fighting Brett Rogers, and he punches him, and his head goes into
that was
the
the
fucking
best.
crowd.
Yep.
I think that literally would happen with her if you let her fully tee off on one of these little chicks. She's got 100-pound weight advantage on there,
Yes.
at least. Oh, fuck me.
Got any news?
Yeah, I want to talk about during UFC 213, they had a promo for the John Jones versus Daniel Cormier 2 fight at UFC 214. Wanted to get your thoughts on that because it was a lot different than any other promo they've ever made.
It was extremely raw. It brought up John Jones's history. It brought up the whole like problem with the drinking and drugs and sex and car crashes and everything else. And Cormier, him and his righteousness, you know, and the whole situation, and how John was like, kind of screw you, and Cormier saying that John is only gonna be the best version of himself if he loses to him, because he will become who he's supposed to be. I thought it was great. There's fire, there's crazy music.
Fire at one point.
Yeah. So gloves on fire. Yeah, exactly. So I thought it was pretty dramatic in the right way, and I wonder if these guys. My question is still, that magic that we had that one night where shoes were thrown, Matt, where things went crazy, where the world stopped for a moment. They were like, "There's a fight happening. We're excited. John Jones, Daniel Cormier. Can they do it again?" I don't know. I think no, but maybe.
Maybe. I'm interested because this is the first time we've ever seen the UFC actually acknowledge some issues with one of their fighters. They have never done a promo to say, this guy's done coke, this guy's had car accidents, blah, blah, blah. they're actually showing you all of the fighter scars, where in the past they always just brush it off. It's never happened. It's never happened. This guy's undefeated. He never lost to Matt Hamill, you know. But I'm wondering if this is because you don't have the Ronda Rousey, you don't have the Conor McGregor. You need to really build a star, so they're really going with this positive, negative, good versus evil kind of thing.
Yep.
And almost, it's like, you know, making you root for the underdog. Are you, as I ask this, don't you want Jon Jones to win? Don't you love a redemption story? A man who's hit rock bottom. He's ready to come back to the top.
I do, but not Jon Jones, because he's full of shit. Okay? I don't believe anything this guy's telling me. I hope that, you know, I'm wrong, but at the same time, I think he's never changed. He's going to keep doing what he's going to do.
Right.
The man's troubled, obviously. He's very gifted. He's putting a lot of that talent to waste. Look, he's been on the side.
Well, if Daniel Cormier's had the belt for 2 years,
right.
Fuck. Illegitimately owning the light heavyweight
It's got to eat him up alive. I swear, Cormier, I bet you Cormier's one of those dudes that sits around and looks at those belts, and he's just like sweating, and he's thinking about Jon Jones, and he's
jerking off.
He's probably coming everywhere. Just like, I want you to come back, Jon, so I can do the thing.
You're the only man that's beat me, except for Olympics. I gotta beat you.
Yeah. I would say if there's any time in history where Cormier stands a good chance to beat Jon Jones, it is right now.
Yeah.
Because if he doesn't do it now, he'll never do it. But right now, I think Jones is the most vulnerable he's ever been. Look, the guy's got to prove to the world that he can do this. After all the shit that's gone down.
Which guy's got to prove it? Jones or Cormier?
Jones. I think Jones has to prove that he can come back, go through all the crap, and still win this belt. I think Cormier is going to beat him. And I think he's right. I think it will change Jon, and hopefully for the better. But I still say to this day, Jon Jones has not changed. He's putting on a show. He's full of shit.
He's getting more. He's recognizing the person that he is now.
Yes.
He doesn't have to pretend to be someone else.
Maybe.
And, that I can respect.
Can you?
And I think 10% Jon Jones still beats Daniel Cormier. I mean, look at in the past, like the person that gave him the toughest fight was Gustafsson, and that's because he said he didn't train, he's out partying, he's doing, you know, how much effort did he really put into the training for that fight? I don't know. Still was able to walk away with a win.
Yeah, barely.
You know,
I still say
I thought he lost the fight too, but I mean, is he going to do that against Cormier? No. Does Cormier have the best chance to beat him? Sure. But I still think you know, I don't know, I said 10%, but even a 25% of Jon Jones, I still think beats anybody in the division. Daniel Cormier included.
Yeah. Is this like a motivated BJ Penn kind of thing?
It's tough, maybe.
Okay.
But he's proved it. Like, he has not lost. He has not lost. So
it's a good point.
We'll have to see. I don't think he's a clean-cut guy. He never will be. And I think he's really embracing. He's not the heel, but he's just embracing who he is now.
So he's a complete person. Just like, here I am.
And I'm glad that the UFC is painting him in the same light that he's acting. Like, we're not hiding who the man is. And I think that's the most important. And I think that's why people can get behind that. One way or the other, and just say, this guy's either a fuck-up, and I want him to lose, or he's a fuck-up, and I want him to win. Because they want the comeback story.
Gotcha.
So we've got everything. And
don't call it a comeback.
Hopefully the fight happens. Daniel Cormier, you better fucking make weight. Saying that right now. He misses weight.
2 weeks?
Yeah.
You're going to miss weight.
But we already gave a sacrifice to the MMA gods. You lost the Nunes fight. So I don't think anybody's really losing that much sleep over that one anyway.
No.
What else do we got?
I'm good on news, I think, for me.
I think I have it. That was it.
All right.
Looking through.
Shall we do some
Ass to nuts?
Nuts?
Moving right along.
These nuts.
Breakneck speed.
All right.
Carol West asks, what do you guys think of Nunes pulling out of her title fight against Shevchenko when she was medically cleared by multiple doctors? Do you think fighters should be stripped of their titles if they refuse to fight?
Maybe not the first time. It depends. Say in this situation, wage nuclear war and just strip her of everything. Screw that. Shit.
Yeah, I think it's a case-by-case basis. I don't think you can blanket strip anybody.
You definitely can't strip people randomly.
Well, it depends. If I'm the police, I'll strip search anybody and everybody.
What?
Body cavity,
double
brother.
finger
Whatever it takes.
cavity search.
Yeah. But, well, the case of Jermaine Duran to me, that was like, she said, I am not going to fight the person we created the fucking featherweight division for female.
Yeah.
Cyborg. So you have to strip that one. That's a done deal. This one, do I strip it? Probably not. Does she have a legitimate case of not fighting? Not in my book.
Yeah. If you're medically cleared, it means you should be able to
You're
fight.
fighting. Right. You're fighting.
Especially as the main event.
If I'm that person, and I'm not, but I'm saying if I'm that person, I got to understand that the fans came to see me fight, whether I win or lose. And sometimes when people are sick, they have the performance of their career.
It's true. Michael Jordan's a prime example.
Like, how many times did that guy do it? Oh, I'm sick. And he runs off. I just scored 63 points tonight, motherfucker. I felt like shit. I was shitting my pants, during the game, but still.
But that's the difference, though. I think a guy like that uses that extra adversity as like a motivation to go,
sure,
I can do this. And then it becomes like this great thing. Some people fold under the pressure, man.
Right. Because, I don't know if there's a fear of the person you're fighting, but maybe there's just a fear of losing the title. Something you've been working so hard to get and you finally get. You want to have every advantage you can. You don't want to give up. Oh, I can't breathe.
Breathing is important, Matt.
Overrated. Finished the fight in 13 seconds. Conor McGregor.
Good point. Yeah, good point.
Arian Malik asks, what do you guys think about implementing energy-saving strategies for fighters? For example, Yoel Romero. What I mean is to avoid a lot of high kicks or jumping explosive knees and just keep it to basics, jab, low kick, as far as the stand-up game goes.
I think at this level, energy management is definitely a big issue. And if you know your fighter's going to tire from doing certain things, at the same time, you don't want to do that to restrict somebody's potential output of offense.
Alistair Overeem.
Right, which that's taking it way to the extreme. I don't know. I'm torn. BJ Penn had the one. Remember when he was at? It's like the whole thing.
Standing up straight.
Those are extreme examples.
Style is the best.
Yes.
Chin up, hands, old school.
Yeah. I like it and don't like it. In the right setting, I think it can be used well. Most of the time, just let the fighters fight.
Yeah, I think you have to understand what the fans want. You can't just disrespect
they want blood.
the fans. Well, there is the give and take, and I think I'll go back to that Eddie Alvarez interview where I forgot who he fought. Was it Pettis, where he just took him down, held him down, and the fans were fucking booing the shit out of him? I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? He's like, man, I understand I have to have a winning game plan, but I also must entertain the fans.
Yep.
Like, you can't just do one or the other. Like, you gotta respect the fans, and I feel like
respect.
Some of the fighters are not, and it's just I need to win at all costs. To the Nunes point, I am not 100%. I am not fighting.
I'm pulling out.
To Overeem, I'm just gonna fight so cautious, so cautious. I gotta get my win. I gotta get the title.
Yep.
You had your chance. You almost beat Stipe when he was there.
Yeah.
But these kind of performances are not what the UFC wants to see. They're not what the fans want to see.
No, definitely not me as a fan.
No, I don't want to watch you fight again, Overeem.
No.
Come on, man.
It's a sad story.
Rodrigo Machado will close it out.
Ooh.
It's time! # Nuts Roll, # Matt Rabe Train, # Ingo Sugar Daddy. What would you rather have? A personal gourmet chef or a personal masseuse?
Ooh, that is a tough one. I would say a personal gourmet chef.
Ooh, that's tough. I know.
I have to eat a lot. I don't have to get massages every day.
Fuck. I'm so torn because I have so many back issues right now.
Yeah.
I also have celiac disease, so I have to eat gluten-free for life. And my meal selection is shit because I eat the same fucking thing every fucking day.
Yeah, your life is horrible. I don't know how you do it.
So, oh man.
Boiled chicken.
I don't know what I want. Do I want to eat or be pain-free?
I think food's important.
Yeah, I gotta choose the food because it would be a lot easier just to pay someone. Maybe they're
to
free.
jerk you off twice a week.
Hey, whatever. Listen, part of your gourmet cooking is
massage right here.
You gotta finish me off. That's just the way it works.
I bet you there's a specific type of cuisine that has exactly that. That's like.
I'll just give you the Yoel Romero, Soldier of God.
Okay.
Okay. No forget Jesus! Michael Bisping! You're my boy! Or something, whatever he says. Son!
Okay.
I'm gonna pull a groin on that one. One of these three to attend a concert. Hang on, I gotta rewrite this.
What's that?
I think I'm missing part of the question. Okay, so these three artists are dead, and you could pick one of them to bring back from the dead, and you'll attend a concert of theirs. Which one are you gonna choose? Jimi Hendrix, Michael Jackson, or Prince?
Dude, hands down, Jimi Hendrix.
For sure.
He's got to light the guitar on fire, though.
Yeah, tripping balls.
I got to be tripping balls.
Now, here's the next question I want to ask. We'll rank them 1, 2, and 3. Hendrix is first. Then who's the concert you want to see next? Is it Michael Jackson or Prince?
Oh, jeez. I think those two are equal. Probably Michael Jackson.
Yeah, I agree.
I would say. He's definitely, out of all three of those guys, Michael Jackson is bigger than all of them.
Because you're going to get a show.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Michael was the king, man. He was like the Black Elvis, and then he became white.
He's got some documentary floating around where they're showing him preparing. I don't know if it's for his last concert that never happened.
Yeah.
But like, Jesus Christ, the amount of work. This guy is
He's crazy, man.
He's like, this is fucked up. Stop everything. Do it again.
Yeah.
Do it again.
Very meticulous.
Wow.
Oh, yes. At the top of his game, as an entertainer, I think he was one of the best ever.
Sure.
For sure.
Take away all the personal issues, his
totally
face falling
nuts.
apart,
Yes.
going from black to white, whatever.
All the fucking the boys thing,
Right.
weird Neverland stuff, whatever the hell that was all about. So.
Would you rather fuck the top half of Ronda Rousey on the bottom half of Misha Tate, or the top half of Misha Tate on the bottom half of Ronda Rousey?
Number 2.
Top half of Misha Tate.
Yep.
The bottom half of Ronda.
Got a nice face and rack.
Yeah, Ronda's got a nice fat ass.
But she has no rack.
No, not
So you
at
put
all.
that nice
and you don't
Misha-
want that Goonies face.
Nope. You put the Misha face in the rack with the Ronda booty.
Yeah, I think that's the right way
That's
to go.
a good combo.
We got to lose the cankles, but we can work on that.
I don't.
You can work
They'll
on
be
that.
pointing in the sky. You won't even look at them.
Well, I'm not going that route.
Oh.
Face down, ass up. That's
They'll
the
be
way
behind
we
you
like
there.
that.
This guy.
What? I'm just saying.
How do you know that song?
Call us.
Call this guy.
No.
Oh, Travis Brown is still gonna kill you.
He's lost his last 4. What do I have to worry
you
about?
Have a chance. You have a chance.
Yeah, I can run faster than him.
Yeah,
That's
maybe.
my chance. I'm pretty fucking slow now. You probably catch me.
Maybe.
Ah, fuck.
Don't kill us.
Yeah,
I don't
it'll
mean
all work out. It's on jest or not. Fuck, marry, kill. The Hot Woman of Witcher 3 edition.
Ooh.
These are some good questions. So first you have the Ciri. So that was
Oh yeah, I like that
that
little
one.
blonde number. Nice.
dirty.
Uh-huh.
They have Triss, is the redhead.
Oh damn.
Triss Marigold.
That is a nice shirt.
And Yennefer.
Ooh.
And I forget how the story played out and what their strengths are. Because I want to say Ciri was a Witcher, and I think Triss had fire.
Mhm.
And I forgot what Yennefer's shit was. Maybe the mind or something.
Yeah. I like Yennefer. I think I'm gonna have to marry this girl with this outfit.
Triss.
Yep.
Okay.
And then we're gonna do Ciri. We're gonna have to kill, and Yennefer we're gonna have to fuck because she just looks like she looks painful. It's gonna be exciting. So she's got all black on.
Killing Yennefer. I am fucking Triss. And I'm marrying Ciri.
Oh, he likes the blondes.
Well, I think it's white even.
Is
I
it
think
whi-
the
oh,
Witcher
the-
hair
the
makes them
ang-
go
the-
white.
The angles.
Remember?
Oh
Like
yes. I never
Geralt
finished that
or-
game. I should though.
It was good. I don't remember who I ended up with in the end.
Okay.
Because I think based on your choices, the ending of that game changes to
Yes.
some extent.
Correct.
And good question. I like that. It was a good video game too. So some knowledge. I gotta pull up my phone since the internet doesn't want to work on this said fucking
not working.
computer anymore. I saw they're playing soccer on ice.
Playing soccer on ice.
Yeah. Pull this up.
The soccer balls.
Like it looks like a legitimate sport.
Oh yeah, look at this. Oh nice.
Slide tackle.
Ooh.
Boom!
Oh.
I could get behind soccer if we're gonna play it on fucking ice.
Sounds crazy.
But it looks like a legit. I don't know what country. This is just looping right now, but X-Tip. Is that the fucking game? But you would imagine fighting's probably legal. It doesn't look like they have spiked shoes on either because they're fucking slipping and sliding all over.
That'll take all the fun out of it.
Oh, that makes it fun. And then when they fall, they really fall. It's not like they got shot. Yeah, like hockey players playing soccer. You can get a legitimate game. There's no flopping. Ah! Down, man, down!
Ouch, my pinky.
Yeah.
I like it. That's pretty cool.
What else we got? We got next week Game of Thrones Sunday.
Yes! You said something about earlier people can catch up with those Game of Thrones in 5 minutes?
Yeah, maybe I'll have to post that clip or the link. There was someone did a catch the last 6th season update in 11 minutes. I just watched it. You forget all the shit that's happened. Still, probably one of the best series ever, and that's carried at such a high level.
Yep.
I don't think there's been any other series that's started good and then fucking 7th season in as strong as the beginning.
Yeah. Well, I've run into several people in the last couple months who have never seen Game of Thrones.
That
I'm like
is
shocked.
amazing.
I'm like, what? You need to watch that. Oh, it's too many hours. I'm like,
No.
listen, just watch the damn show. I don't know what you're talking about. Start.
Yeah.
Are you crazy?
I just got wrapped up into season 2. I just rewatched parts of season
Did you?
2 because it was running. I just recorded it and
Yeah.
jump right back in.
It's good
Man.
stuff. It's slow for sure, but at the same time, it's building.
Crescendoing.
Oh, yes.
To a big.
And each
brawl.
season has like an arc that kind of just, whoa. It's crazy. I'm looking forward to it. Although I don't
good,
remember
yeah.
shit. I'll have to check out that 11 minutes
Yes.
preview.
That's it. Shutdown.
That has been this week's edition of My Notes. My name is Ingo Weigel.
Matt Groth, thanks for playing.
Adieu.
Did you just say a Jew?
I did.
Great.
Not like Jew. I mean like a Jew, like in it's France.
A Jew?
That's English. Parlez-vous français?
How do you go to French from Jewish?
I don't know.
Okay then.
Wait, a Jew is not Jewish. I'm saying
No,
a Jew.
isn't
or
that
is it-
like the shit you dip your bread in? Is that like a
That's
Jew?
a Jew.
A Jew.
That's different. I'm talking about
Okay.
a Jew. Maybe that's Italian. Is it Italian? I don't know. A Jew.
I don't know.
It's a way to say bye in a different language.
Mm.
I forgot which one.
Sure, this will totally not make it into the show. Bye-bye.
Bye.